As most of you know, I am Dave's son. Dave was a very special person in my life. He taught me how to love, care, and appreciate the little things in life that we sometimes take for granted. He showed me things in 20 years that it takes some people a lifetime to learn. He was and is everything to me. Dad and I were best friends. Everything he did was not just for his enjoyment, but for mine as well. Whether it was getting 2 snowmobiles so we could go together, or getting a ski/wakeboard boat that was more of a wakeboard boat than a ski. But he didn't care, as long as we were together. But I'm sure now that he has his perfect ski boat. Dad was a very strong man, spiritually, mentally, and physically, until I grew up and could overtake him. He was always on my case to be shorter than he was, but I wasn't. But don't tell him that, because he'll make me walk around with books on my head again. He was always encouraging me to do my best in everything I did. He was the best father that I could ever have. He was always there for me whether I was happy or whether I was sad. He put aside everything else when it came to supporting me in the things I did. Nothing else mattered. I was his #1 man. He was one of them. In the last 3.5 years, I saw him at his strongest state. It didn't matter what condition he was in. He had to make sure everyone else was satisfied before he was. He was still the same man mentally and spiritually. He just couldn't be there to hug us when we had a bad day or show us how to do it better next time. I think that's what really hurt him and our family the most. Even though he couldn't physically show us his love, he would find other ways. Like texting us every day to see how we were doing, or showing us YouTube videos of what not to do. He tried his best to be the best dad he could be, and he succeeded in my eyes. He will always be there for me, no matter what, because that's just who he is. He will live on in our hearts and minds. Now everyone keeps asking me what they can do for me in this tough time. And I always respond with nothing. It's okay, I'm fine. But what I want everyone to do for me today, sometime today, is call your dad and your son and tell them how much you love them and how much you care for them. Because that's what my dad did for me every day. And Dad will hold you too. Thanks so much for coming, showing your support. Love you, Dad. Goodbye for now. See you soon enough.